The sunlight nearly killed me. It's a beautiful sunny day today, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning at the moment, and I'm down here already. I am keen. I've just had to have a look at the missus's Nissan X-Trail. That thing, I should have walked away from that. Every time something happens with it, it's not often at the moment, but oh, let's get on the other side here. Yeah, every time I look at that car, it just makes me think, oh, I wish I'd have walked away from it. Anyway, I fixed it, and it's now going to be up for sale. Going to get Honda CR-V next, I think. Can't beat a Honda. Anyway, back on the Mini. This is the last day of this holiday I'm going to be able to work on it. My intentions at the beginning of this holiday was I wanted it running and driving. It's close, it is close, and potentially I could do that, but I really want to get around these electrics, and I'm pretty motivated this morning to finish the electrics off. So I've got them wires to carry on joining up in the glove box for the front, for the rear lights and everything at the back, and then I've got the fuse box side of it to sort out as well. There's some funny goings on with there. I've got some wires at the fuse box which are just dead. They don't seem to go to anything, so I've got to try and figure that out. Right, first let's get this hunk of junk out of here and get the Mini down off the ramp. Let's get cracking. Well, sorry it's a bit noisy because that thing's outside running. Just getting the Mini down off the ramp, going down. Just wanted to say a bit of a thank you really to Alex Toon. He shared a post on his Instagram stories yesterday, and got 8 more people subscribed to me since then, so thanks Alex. So if anyone else out there wants to share, you know, my YouTube channel or Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, it's @JuicedMini, all one word, no spaces, then I would appreciate that. Any bit of sharing the love is good. So yeah, thanks again Alex, and well, please share and subscribe away people. I really appreciate everyone watching. I still do actually find it really fascinating that people actually want to watch this, because I don't think it's that interesting really. I mean, yeah, okay, a hydraulics Mini, I do understand it is something a little bit out of the norm. There are others out there, okay, not to this extreme, but you know, I don't know, I don't get it really. But if you want to watch, I'll keep making the videos. Oh dear, let me flip the camera around and show you what I'm looking at. Oh my god. So yeah, that's what I'm faced with today. Yeah, there's these bits. I've still got to carry on doing them. I'm going to do the bits, I've got to figure out the actual, I've got to get them powered up really. Where is it? Yeah, this is the loom that's coming from the front, and I've actually got them over there and here. I've got another rear light loom sitting here as well. It's not connected, it's just laying there. But yeah, right, this is my next mission then. Right, okay then, just got to leave that thing running another 5 minutes or so it doesn't flood. Stupid bloody thing. Doesn't get used that much, that's why. Must take it out really. Yeah. Okay, right. I'm on to this. I still can't believe this engine bay is actually done really. I've still got the oil pressure gauge, little capillary line to run through into the car somehow. I think I'm gonna have to cut and shorten that, so it's gonna be fun trying to get that back on there and making it not leak. Yeah. Engine's wired off. Oh, let's get out of the sun. That just looks so minimal. I'm absolutely loving that. I'm really pleased with how that's coming out. Oh yeah, someone said to me yesterday as well, that's the wrong routing for the choke cable. Yeah, I know, but it works and it's damn good. So cool. Right, let me crack on. Think about starting my list actually. Engine earths. Even though I was cranking the engine yesterday, obviously I just touched the starter motor, I didn't crank it much, so but there's no earths on the engine, so that's a little bit worrying. I better do that first before that gets me in trouble and starts frying shit. So right, engine earth straps.
Right then, out comes the crimping tool and the cable. Now I've just got to crimp a couple of these lugs on. Now I'm doing this in red cable basically because I haven't got any black, and they're going to be very short runs anyway. I can't see them being anything very long. So really, I better put the car back up in the air, find out where I'm going to run these. So get a couple of these lugs crimped on the end with that little baby. And yeah, let's get this engine earthed.
The first location for an engine earth, I think I'm going to use one of these 2 engine mounting bolts here, and then possibly go to the subframe there. But then I also want to earth the body as well. So I quite like the look of that bolt there, and then go across, or maybe through the subframe there onto that top bolt there. So 2 earths for the engine, 1 to the body, 1 to the front subframe. I think that should be the best. So let me get these lugs crimped on the end of this cable now. Right then, here we go. Now, of course, I need a lug on this regardless of how long it is, so let's stuff that in there. Ooh. Tighten up that. I love this crimping tool. Like I say, soldering always used to be my preference until I got this thing. It's not exactly tight in the vise, so actually let's put the handle there. That's it, nice and tight. What I always do is turn it a little bit and hit it again. Beautiful. And then a little bit of tape or something around there just to neaten it up a bit. Right, let's go back to the car and have a bit of a measure up, see how long I need this. Today I'm opting for tape. It was on the bench next to me, and that's what I'm going to use. I think I am going to tape the whole cable anyway. There we go. That makes it look a lot neater, doesn't it? And that's the length we want. So let's use a knife actually. Cut that off. Look at that, nice and simple. Boom. Okay. Right, well, you've just seen me crimp 1 lug on. You don't need to see another one. Bit of boring video, isn't it? So let me bang another eyelet on there. And then we're going to fit this to the car. Well, rather than taping the whole cable, I've put some of that around it. It's like some shrinky sort of sheathing that goes over cables. So that looks better. That's my first engine earth made. Let me go and bang it on the car. Now I don't want to hold the camera and undo nuts and bolts. I think you'd find that probably very boring. So I'll get it fitted on the car and then I'll whiz the camera over and show you. Right then, that's the first earth on. Let me show. First one is connected to that top engine mount bolt. Don't get me wrong, that was a mistake taking that out because it was a pig to get back in again. Second one, oh look, I've got a little bit of a drip there. Second one's connected to the inside of the subframe up there. Keith Miller uses wax oil. I use Tetra shits. So there we go. Covered up the... I did actually grind that hole off first because it reached there really well, and I thought, yep, that's the hole I'm going to use. But that's where that bolt's on, so I had to move it across a bit. It's a bit of a sort of stress there, but it's not going to break off. It's not going to be bad. So right, and like I say, the next earth I'm going to use, I think it's going to be this inner bolt here, and take it round to this diff casing bolt here. So at least that'll be the body earthed, the engine earthed, and that should be pretty good. So right, so there you go, first earth in. Let's do the next one. That second earth on that goes from the body to the engine, and I've also put a shiny piece on. Oh, look at that. So, bit of a sump guard under there. It is only a show one, really. I think it's about 1mm stainless, so it's not very strong. It's not going to really serve a purpose. I suppose really it might deflect something, you know, a brick or something. It might stop it smashing the sump, but let's face it, I can't drive it on full drop anyway, but I do like the look. It does look pretty good. So, right, I think really it's on to the electrics, although that exhaust, oh dear, I want to get the exhaust on. But I don't need the exhaust on yet, do I, really? That'll do for the moment. Let's get the thing actually electrically working. Right, so I've just kick everything to one side under the car here and then get the car back down. Let's get them electrics working. I want to see some lights. Right, I've done that. I've got to cross that off, and I've now just put some oil in it as well, and I've just cranked it over a few times. Doesn't seem like there's anything pouring out underneath. Now that little wet patch you see just there, that's me, because I was squirting some brake cleaner in the carb. And I did get a couple of little pops out of it, so I know the spark's working, so that's good. Oil pressure gauge, I've now put that in, drilled a hole down the bottom there, and I've got a grommet half stuffed in the hole at the moment. I've got to push that in properly. What else have I done? Oh yeah, headlight clamps, I've put them in. Exhaust, not going to bother with that at the moment. Well, sump guard, done that. And wiring and the lights, I really must get on with that. I keep on saying that's what I'm going to do, and I end up doing something else. So at the moment I've got, if I turn the ignition on, I've got an oil pressure light. The oil pressure light goes out, and I've got a pressure gauge. It's a bit pissed. There you go, you can hear it coughing and spluttering. There you go, the oil pressure gauge is going up, so we're getting oil pressure. So shit's getting real now. It's cranking over nicely as well. Right, must crack on with these lights. So I'm going to get the soldering iron out, and I'm going to do that now. Well, I'm getting a little bit of somewhere. I've got the hazard lights flashing, and only one side flashing on there. Oh, and I've got the horn working. Gosh, it's doing my head in already. Right, let me crack on with this. I keep on saying crack on. Have you noticed that? Let me get on with this. Right, I've got another bit working. Look in the reflection of my truck. Got the headlights, main beam working. I've still got no indicators. And I've still only got one light flashing on the hazards. So I'm a bit confused about that. Oh, I've just wiggled the hazard switch and they both started working. Oh, and look in the reflection of the truck. Don't know if you can see that. I've got one indicator on the front. So why isn't the other side working then? Right, okay, well I am getting somewhere then. So I've got a bad connection on the hazard switch. I bet that's where it's not plugged it on properly, isn't it? Oh, pull it out gently. Oh no, it is plugged in properly. Oh, it's flashing both now. Okay. The mystery deepens. Wow, what a mission these electrics are being. Oh, they're a bit blurry. There you go, it's a little bit better. Yeah, being a bit of a mission. Hazard lights, no problem. Got hazard lights working. Got side lights working. I've got dip beam and main beam working, flash, everything there works. But I can't get the epoxy indicators to work. Excuse the mess, because it is a mess. The only reason I think the indicators aren't working, well, the reason I think the indicators aren't working is because they're a separate flasher relay, aren't they? And I think I've only got the hazard flasher relay wired. I can't find the indicator flasher relay wires. Got to be somewhere. Oh, do you know what? I think I've literally just stumbled across them. Yeah, what a freaking donut. I've just found them. So now I've got indicators. Oh, that's all the lights working now. I've literally just got to wire the rear lights. The only other thing which doesn't work, and I know why it doesn't work, is the wiper motor. It's because I've modified it. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to pull all that out again and redo it. I've got another wiper motor and linkage which Kev kindly gave to me, so might have to use that, mate. So, but apart from that, I mean, everything works now, everything. So just the rear lights to wire, and that's everything working. Oh no, screen wash. It's the only other thing I haven't got working yet. Let me do that now. Well, I've got some bad news. My brake master cylinder's no good. It feels, well, it has, it's only got like half the travel. The pedal sits halfway down, and so if you can hear that, I'm bouncing the pedal up and down. You push, you know, like when you first push the brake pedal, it sort of goes down, then it stops, and then it pushes the second stage for the like rear brakes, I presume. Yeah. Well, it's only doing that second stage. I haven't got the first stage, it's just not there. So I think I'll have to bite the bullet and buy a brand new master cylinder, because I did chance my arm with a second-hand one, but obviously hasn't paid off. So there's that. Screen wash switch, still can't fathom that out at the moment. That's the only other thing. Screen wash switch I need to get working, and I've got to wire up a relay to do the charge light for the 24-volt charging. Apart from that, it's done. Oh, rear lights, I haven't wired up any of the rear lights yet. But yeah, electrics are done. All under the bonnet is done. Up in the wheel arches, I've just got the dash. I've got to mount the fuse box. So there's my fuse box. I'll mount that above the pedals. But I just pulled it through there just so I can get it all working at the moment. So cool. That's it for the day. Going indoors. I've had enough. And that's the last one for a little while, I think, until I'm on holiday next. But it's close. To get the engine running, all I need is a fuel pump, and to put the fuel tank in, connect the pipes up, and the engine should run. And I need to make an exhaust, but that's not essential at the moment. So cool, it's getting good. It's getting really, really close now. And then once I've got it all wired and running, I'll then build the doors up, put the doors on, and it's road test time. Shit, it's so close. Well, thanks for tuning in and sticking with me on this one. It's been a ride. Wiring, even though I love doing it, it's a pain in the arse, isn't it? Right then, guys and girls, thanks again for watching. Until next time, keep them dirty. Bye.